Well, hello everybody. I decided I was going to do something with some of my cabbage that I've got growing out in my garden. I had some really big leaves on there, so I went out and harvested some of them. I got about 8 of them. Right here, I've already washed them off, but they're pretty good size. I'm putting them in some boiling water, and I'm going to boil them for about 2 to 3, 4 minutes till they get kind of soft so I can work with them. Go ahead and turn the heat up a little. You know, a lot of people will throw the outside dark leaves away, but you don't want to do that. That's what you want to make your cabbage rolls with. But while that's doing its thing, I'm going to come over here and start mixing my ingredients for the filling. First of all, I've got a 1/4 cup of chopped onion, and that's some of my Egyptian walking onions. I've got about 1 pound of ground beef here that's been thawing out because I had it in the freezer. If I can get this paper off of it. Yeah, it's thawed out. The very middle of it is kind of still frozen a little bit. Let's see if we can take care of that. Cut it apart a little bit, and maybe by the time I get it all mixed up, it's not going to be frozen anymore. I've taken 1 egg. I'm going to break it in this bowl and just beat it up a little bit. Doesn't have to be too much, but it doesn't hurt to beat it up a little. Put it right in that mixture. I've got a can of tomato soup, condensed soup. And I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of this soup into my mixture here. Save the rest for later. Now this is optional. I've got red pepper. You don't have to put this in there if you don't want. That's up to you. I'm just putting a little. I'm putting a little bit of garlic salt, and then I will not add any other salt. But I like this garlic salt when I add garlic. I'm going to put about 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. You can just eyeball it. And then we need about 1 cup of rice, and I've already got my rice cooked here. So I'm just going to get my rice measured out. And you don't have to be exact. You can have a little more, a little less. I got a good heaping cup, which is okay. Now, if you're going to cook just enough rice for this dish, you only need to cook a third cup of uncooked rice. Go ahead and cook it so you'll have a cup of rice when you're finished to go in that. I cooked a whole cup, so I'll have rice for something else. Now we're just going to mix this up. And sometimes it's best just to get your hands in it. I can do a better job mixing it just to put my hands in it. It gets a little messy, but that's okay. You can always wash your hands. But this is the best way to mix it up. And that should be good enough right there. See how my leaves are doing. Flip them over, or try to. I just want to cook them till they're soft enough I can work with them. Doesn't take long. I've got my pan. You need a big skillet of some kind that's a little deep. It doesn't have to be too deep. I am going to spray just a little bit of oil in the bottom of it. Go ahead and get my leaves out. I want them to drain a little bit and cool off because they're actually too hot to handle right this minute. You're not cooking your leaves, you're just getting them soft that you can work with them. I've got that one stuck together. Put them right there. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn that pot down, but I'm going to leave it on just in case I need to go get more leaves for this recipe. Bring these leaves over here, I think. maybe do this number. Well, I'm not sure. I don't think I'll have to use this. But I'm leaving that there just in case I need more leaves. I don't know if I will. But I might. Now what we're going to do is put a couple of tablespoons of this filling in here. And we're simply going to roll it up. Roll the ends up. And place in our pan. And I've got some that are kind of split, but they'll work. I can get them open without them splitting on me. I mean, you can judge how much to put in there by the size of your leaves. And I probably will have some of it coming out because, like I said, I've got a few splits in some of these leaves here. And I may have to go get me some more. Leaves, I'm not sure. I think that's too much in there. Can't see where the edge of there it is. And it don't matter about the shape so much, you know, just depending on the leaf size, you can judge kind of how you want to roll it up. See, that's a perfect little roll right there. Practice makes perfect in these. I start with the soft end, and I should have brought a few extra in here, I guess, but I didn't. Hopefully this will use up all of this mixture. Go around the edge first and then we'll start in the middle. I have made these many times, but I haven't made them in a long time. Yeah, it's been a while since I've made them, but I love them. I do love them. But you notice I put the thick end of the stem toward the bottom because it's the strongest, and I start rolling with the real limber part of the leaf, the top part, not the stem side. Whew, that might be too much in this one. Yeah, I'm going to need at least another leaf. At least one or two more, maybe. My leaves are probably not as big as the ones according to the recipe. But I'm going to run get two more. Be right back. I think the last time I made these, my cabbage leaves were bigger. They were a lot bigger than these. But it doesn't matter, they're going to work. You can tell this was not a rehearsed. Go ahead and put them in there, turn the heat back up a little bit, and get them softened. And there's tons of things you can do with rice. So that's why I didn't mind cooking a whole cup of rice instead of just a third cup. But if you want just enough of this recipe, just use 1/3 cup uncooked rice, cook it, let it cool off a tiny bit so you can handle it, so you can mix it in with your ingredients. But don't they look good? They're looking good, y'all. I want them kind of close together. But they are going to be good. It doesn't take a whole long time for this to get soft. That stem is the worst part. You just want that stem to get soft. I can probably turn it off. Because I think it's hot enough to go ahead and soften it. Well, I might have better go ahead and get it hot. I don't want to ruin my dish by getting in a hurry. So, yeah, I got enough in here for two more. Because I have small cabbage leaves. They're not as big as the ones that I normally use. So I'll have two more. I'll have 10 little cabbage rolls instead of, yeah, because that'll divide into two right there. It's going to be good. And I really don't want to stop the video for just this little bit. But this shows you, I mean, if you plant cabbages, you don't have to wait till they head up to eat them. You can break the leaves off the whole time they're growing, and you can cook just the leaves. That might be soft enough. I'm hoping. And I'm hoping this one is. It's bigger, that's for sure. I could have put a lot more in there. But I turn it in on each side, and then I roll it up toward the thick part of the stem, just like that. Place it in my pan. Now we can do the rest of it with this last little bit. Now, if you have somebody that don't like chopped up onions, don't put the onions in there. Use onion powder. Substitute with onion powder. That the way you have the flavor of the onions, but you don't have the texture of the onions in your dish, okay? I mean, I went through that the whole time I was cooking for my son when he lived at home, because he did not like onions. He would not eat an onion if he saw it. And there you go, there's the last one. So mine will make 10 of these smaller cabbage leaves. Now what I'm going to do, rinse this spoon off. And I'm coming over here with the rest of my cabbage. I mean my, yeah, my cabbage. My soup. I'm gonna go ahead and start heating my pan up. And I'm gonna pour my soup all over my cabbages. I want to leave as much of the soup on the top as I could possibly leave. I'm going to put just a little bit of water in there to get all that soup out. Because most of that water will be cooked out by the time these cabbages are done. Because we're going to cook them for 40 minutes, y'all. You bring them to a boil just like it's doing right now. And then we cut it back down to a simmer. Make sure it's still simmering. And then we're going to cover it. And we're just going to leave it there for 40 minutes, y'all. And in 40 minutes, I'm going to bring you back and we'll get them out of the pan. Well, y'all, I've cooked my cabbage rolls for 40 minutes with the cover on. Then I uncovered them and I cooked them for another 15 or 20 minutes or so, just simmering until some of the liquid cooked out of it a little bit to make the sauce kind of thick that was on it. And then you're supposed to leave them sit for about 15 minutes and just settle down before you serve them. But I tell you, I can't hardly wait. These things smell so good. See if I can get up a couple of them. They're kind of sticking to my pan. Let me see. But these things smell, oh my God. They smell so good. Oh, goodness me, y'all. Look at that. Cabbage rolls. Don't they look good with the tomato sauce? These are the best cabbage rolls you'll ever make and you'll ever eat. Dear Lord, bless this food I'm about to eat. Bless all the YouTubers out there. Amen. I'm going to cut this one open and just let you see. Look at that. Isn't that? Oh, look inside there, y'all. Look at that. Don't that look good? Looks good to me. And it's probably too hot to put in my mouth. Make sure I get this cut. I don't want to drop half of it off my fork. But look at that, y'all. Y'all take the first bite. I got to show you the other side of the fork. You can see all the filling inside. Oh, I can't wait, y'all. Hope it doesn't burn my mouth. Woo! Hot. You talk about the best cabbage rolls you'll ever eat. This is it. This is it, y'all. I got little buddy, he's heard me talking. He's already had his dinner though. I know what he wants. He's wanting treats now. Y'all take another bite. These are so good. Oh my goodness. I've been having a craving for cabbage rolls for weeks now. Finally I get around to fixing my cabbage rolls. Oh my God. Try them. I think you will really like them. Look at that. Cabbage rolls, y'all. So easy. Don't have to heat up your oven. Just fix them right on top of the stove and in a cast iron pan if you got it. Or if you don't have the cast iron, just use a 13 or 10 inch frying pan, a kind of deep one, and you can do the same thing. So I'm going to let you go. Y'all have a blessed day, and I'll see you on the next one. Please like, share, and subscribe to my videos, and I'll see you later. Bye now. Love y'all.